I changed my website to a different theme because the other theme had a sidebar here where you had to get all the links, and it wasn't always working. Like if your computer was bogged down, it wouldn't work. So I figured this one is more appropriate for my website. I like WordPress because it lets me go into the HTML and tweak it to make it look better. In fact, I don't think you can work on WordPress if you don't know some HTML. I never took a course in HTML. I just kind of learned it by trial and error, but I've been maintaining my own website since 2010 on with another company, and I've had a lot of practice with them. I'm kind of frustrated with them because they've had too many bugs lately. So like right here, I actually looked up a div style that gives me a nice color. Here it is right here. This works. So what I'll do is I'll put in the background color that I want for the, it's like a box with text in it, a colored box. If I want a border, I can also put that in there. For this one, there's no border. I specify what I want for the margin. I can, if I want it left aligned, I can next change it. I usually like it centered. Then the text color I put right in there. There's the text right there. And then one thing I've learned about HTML is it always ends with like a slash right before that. I never took a course, just played around and figured things out. However, I have noticed with WordPress there is code that you don't see, and sometimes when I paste my code in, it doesn't work because the code that's in the background that I can't see is overriding it. I'm at WordPress.com, not WordPress.org. I don't want to be at org because that one's too much work. I would have to pay for my own backup. I would have to pay for my own hosting. I'd have to pay for my own domain. So right now I'm on freewordpress.com, and when I'm through building the site from my old site, which is going to be a couple months, then I'm going to upgrade to the premium version where I can download sound files. Right now I can't download sound files, and I can't do any CSS. CSS is nice, but but I can't do it with this current plan. Now here's what that looks like right there. Okay, this is a text box with no border, and you can also do it with borders. So I'll show you that. This is WordPress's preview pane, which I really like because I can see how it looks on mobile and all sorts of, like, let's try phone right now. Now I chose a responsive theme, which means that this website's going to look good on mobile phone. So here's what it looks like on mobile phone. Here is a text box that I created. See that? That's what it looks like on a mobile phone. Let's go back to desktop. There's desktop. And I figured out how to do the edges there like that using code. It's actually quite simple. Let me get out of here and go to the code, to HTML. It's quite simple. Let me see, where am I? Oh, here it is. So it's center span. It's the, oh, where am I? Oh, hold on. Here it is. Here's the code. It's div style. Okay, this one has a border. I wanted it to be 15 pixels, so I specified that. I choose outset. See where it says outset? You can also change that to, there are different types. Outset is where the outside of the box looks like it's being pushed out. And then you can also choose inset, or you can choose 2 lines. And there, I actually saved all this in a file, so all the information about how to do the div style. See right here, you can also go in here and you can make it dotted, dashed, solid, double groove, ridge, inset, outset, none, or hidden. Solid is like the default. But if you want, so here's the div style, border, I chose outset. Right there where it says outset, I could change that to solid, double. I liked outset for this particular. You can choose the background color. To get the background color, you just go to an HTML color code site, and you can just figure it out that way. Margin left, that's like how much buffering you've got, padding. Sometimes I like 3 pixels padding on these. So this is how I've been doing So how'd you learn all this? Just trial and error. I tried putting some CSS code in the HTML section for WordPress.com. It doesn't work. I've learned that in order to get the ability to enter CSS coding, I'm going to have to upgrade to premium. Right now I'm stuck with HTML. It's better than nothing. So anyways, I'm saving the codes for anything that's useful for me. This has been a crazy day. My Windows Movie Maker didn't work anymore, so I've been trying out different video editing software. I think I finally found one that will work for me. I almost gave up and decided to go with my Serif, but Serif doesn't upload MP4 files, and my camcorder is MP4 high definition, and when I try to convert that to WMV so that I can upload it to my Serif, it ruins the quality, so you can't read the text like if I take a picture of a website or something. So I think I finally found something. I've spent all day trying to solve this. It's like I've been, for the past week, all I've been doing is dealing with bugs. Software that used to work for me is no longer working, so I have to find new solutions. And I've been, like for WordPress, I've been working out all the bugs in transferring my site from where it's at to WordPress. And I've had better luck with that than with the video. But it's like all the old programs that I've been using are either becoming defunct or not working, and I'm having to learn new software, and they're so different. WordPress has been going a lot smoother than today went. I think I've finally settled on a video editing program. It's oh God, this has been so difficult. Well, with Windows Movie Maker, I could make HD videos with no problem, and they would work on BitChute, and they would work on DTube. And I'm just having to learn a new Windows Movie Maker doesn't work anymore. I think Lori McBride's really trying to sabotage my online presence, and she's just trying to make it so that everything that I've been doing no longer works. Like my website, I hear, is not working. So anyways, I'm showing you what I did with WordPress. I'm learning some code, HTML coding, and now I'm having to learn a new video editing software. So it's this whole week I've been working out bugs and figuring out how to use new programs, and I'm getting there, but I have a lot of setbacks, and then I have to start over again. And like I spent all day today trying just to get this video up for YouTube, and I'm late. I'm one day late, but Lord knows I haven't been trying to not do the Gale commandments. I just have to figure out which video editing software to go with. I think I have settled on one that will work for me, so we shall see.